scrappers and planet lovers, Tin Man here with another video. So today is another video from my small series entitled Large Appliances, Small Vehicles 3-Minute Challenge. Unfortunately, I've had a lot of viewers comment that in their scrapping time, they've had to pass up on a large number of larger appliances like dishwashers, washers, dryers, and barbecues. Given the size of their vehicle, they can't fit the entire thing in there. So what I want to do today in this video is, in 3 minutes, want to see how much of this material I can take off of here, so at least I can go out with something. There is a lot of great scrappable material on barbecues, and right now is an excellent time to get barbecues. A lot of people are throwing them out late fall, early spring. They're beat up, banged up, they partially don't work, and they're replacing them with new ones. So, gonna look at this one right here. There are definitely different models, but this is one that I actually found a couple days ago. Gonna help you identify the material, give you some of the current scrap prices, and show you at least how to make something from this appliance that some would pass up on because of the size. Before I start this video, I do also want to add and answer another comment or question I had from a viewer. And that question was, which tools do I bring out while scrapping? I have included this in all of my videos from this series because it is an important question. And I don't have a particular order here, but I definitely always will carry a hammer. Hammers are great at smashing things off quick and easy and effectively. I always have a type of side cutter and a knife, easy to cut through cords or hoses or wire. So definitely a side cutter and a knife. I will also have a small little hacksaw if there is a small little steel pipe, easy to take off. I used this in my last video for stoves. Easy to take off, a little pipe that connected to a copper motor, so great to have. I have seen some people actually carry little small battery operated hacksaws or sawzalls. They also work very well. I will always have a pair of vice grips, easy to hold on to a bolt if I need to, as well as a pry bar to get that leverage and pull out those stubborn pieces. Always have a set of screwdriver set, as well as Allen set there. As well, I found a pair of what are called security bolts. These are definitely great, especially for things like appliances that have screws on them that have, looks like little nubs. Those screws are put on there to keep you out. So microwaves, for example, have all these. I actually just took apart a microwave yesterday, and 12 of the, 11 of the 12 screws were actually using these. Some people just grind them off, but this is definitely a good set. All of these items very inexpensive. I do also have a pair of safety glasses I will use, as well as a magnet. Magnets are great to help you identify the type of material it is. And something like this barbecue, for example, some of them are magnetic, some of them are obviously going to be tin or cheap stainless steel, but some of them are good stainless steel as well, and these will help you identify the type of material. If it is non-magnetic, then it's probably going to be stainless steel or cast aluminum, which is going to be definitely way more than your tin price, and something that you want to spend a little bit more time on, as well as brass and copper. Those are non-magnetic, so it helps you that way as well. So magnet for sure. So I'm going to start this video. This is my barbecue. Again, I have not taken anything off of this. And for a barbecue, I wear gloves for everything, but at barbecue especially, they can get very greasy and grimy. If I open this up, you can see there are a lot of pieces to this. So I'm going to do the 3-minute challenge now, see what I can get. The first thing that I always get on one of these or look for, and I'm going to use my knife for it, just going to go to the back. This is a propane style barbecue. I want to definitely get this pressure valve here. This obviously connects to your propane tank. And this outer shell here is cast aluminum. It does have a little bit of magnetic attraction. That's because there is a pin in here. As well, you see a beautiful brass nozzle there. That is yellow brass, and that is currently going for $2.50 a pound. And the cast aluminum, once I clean that up, is actually going for 56 cents a pound. And like I said, you have to take that pin out of there to make it cast aluminum clean. And I do actually have a separate video showing you how to open these safely and effectively. Very easy to do, but you definitely want to get that copper. So great find there. The other thing that I love about this is, first thing with my magnet, if I put a magnet to this, you can see the magnet does not stick. It doesn't stick here, and it doesn't stick here. If I was to put a magnet to this and it sticks, then it would be classified as, it looks like stainless steel, and because it is magnetic, it is actually going to be worth tin price. Because it does not stick, this is good stainless steel, and this front panel here is actually going to be going for 77 cents a pound in London, Ontario right now, as well as this other part of the box is cast aluminum. You can see it does not stick, and cast aluminum right now is going for about 56 cents a pound. This top is definitely heavy, and unfortunately for someone that comes up to this on scrap day, if you are in a hurry or if you don't have the proper tools, you are not going to get the bottom part off, and that's unfortunate because this bottom is cast aluminum as well. But very easy with my gloves on. First thing I can easily take out here are the grills. These grills are very heavy. They are magnetic. So right here is some tin price. Actually, this would be steel because it's probably thicker than a 1/4 inch. Some of this material is going to be like these bars here. If I put a magnet, these are magnetic, and this would be tin. I am not going to be able to grab this in my 3-minute challenge, but I do want to clarify the difference between tin and steel in Southwestern Ontario, the scrapyards we go to. In order for something to be classified as steel, it has to be thicker than a 1/4 inch, and it usually pertains to things like structural beams. You have, for example, trampoline poles, or these. These you can see are thick and heavy, and there's probably a good 7-8 pounds right here. Obviously I'm wearing gloves because it is pretty disgusting in here. If I pull this one up, I can just pull it out with a pin, but there you go. Here is another piece. This is bordering on your 1/4 inch. I'm gonna actually probably just throw this one in my tin because some of these bars are thin, but again, here's some more tin shred. I am going to get to this back box here, but I do also want to check the control panel. The control panel on this one is an interesting one because I can see underneath here there is brass connectors. A lot of your newer models, especially the ones that have your magnetic tops, the cheaper forms of barbecues, if you will, have a burner pipe that is steel, but they have now started to put the control panel levers, if you will. They've replaced them with solid brass and made them now out of a combination of a little bit of cast aluminum, a little bit of brass, and some steel. These ones are the old form, and these are brass. So I definitely right now want to get these out. Very easy to do. Once I actually pull off the knobs here, I can easily take out these screws. Sometimes they're a little bit tricky. Sometimes they are taut, but look how easy that was, okay? And look at that beautiful piece of brass. I have my magnet here. There is a small bit of screws here. The screws are magnetic. There is a little bit of faceplate on there that is steel, but all of this is gonna be brass. This is brass. Look at that beautiful brass in here. This hose here does have a little bit of brass connector on it. So again, once I open this and remove the spring, there's a spring in there too. Here again is some more yellow brass. And this is this is probably about 1 pound and a bit of solid brass or yellow brass. Again, you do also want to cut off that little crimp there. That is also going to be brass. Sometimes I've seen them in copper. Sometimes they're steel, but maybe given the age of this barbecue, I would say that this is going to be an older style and this is brass or copper. If I scratched it, and sometimes I will actually bring a file as well. There it is. You can see, scratched it. That is brass. There's the gold underneath. I also want to look here. This is also stainless steel. If I can get to that, I will. But I want to now get this handle or this top off. And all it is usually a couple little pins. This is where easily I just take a pair of side cutters. I always put safety glasses on as well. And I'm just going to pull out the pins. So there's a pin, very easy to do. I'm going to pull that pin out. I'm going to find the other pin. Where is the other pin? Oh, it's actually not even on there. It's already off. So now I'm just going to pull this off if I can. And sometimes it's just, this is where your hammer goes. Hit that pin out. I'm just going to grab it. And actually, sometimes you can actually just even punch it out, which I'm going to do here as well. Oh, there is a second pin. I couldn't see that. That would definitely make it easier once I pull that other pin out. There it is. Okay, pull my pin out. Sometimes they are rusty for sure. There we go, pulling this out now. Rusty, gunk caked, whatever, old. Okay. Unfortunately, this is stubborn, but this is where I have more pliers and more stuff. Just going to grab it, use leverage. There we go. And the nice thing about this is, even though I pulled this part off, so you can see it's very corroded in there, I'll just hit that out later. But even if I left this little piece of there it is, it just fell out for you. So here's some cast aluminum. And all I'm going to do now is just take this, pull it off. There you go. So this right here, I know is going to weigh, oh wow, this is a good 7, 8, maybe 10 pounds here for sure. And I do have to make sure, in order to get clean cast aluminum, I have to pull off the plastic handles. As well, this is going to be stainless steel. If I brought this in like this, I'm going to get dirty stainless for it, or dirty cast, and I'm going to get downgraded for sure. Very easy to pull this panel off. If you look inside, there are screws here that I have. I just have to remove those, and this will come off. So cast aluminum, stainless steel there. That's probably almost 3 minutes. I will take this grill here, if I can, just rip it out. Okay. But there's some more tin shred here if I put a magnet to it. Where's my magnet? There we go. So there's the magnet. It is magnetic. So here's some more tin shred. You do also want to make sure that you don't just dump the barbecue. I unfortunately have come across some people who will dump it and start reefing on it with a hammer, and they will have a whole bunch of mess on the ground for the person who put it out on the curb to clean up. So definitely want to make sure I don't leave a mess. But again, 3 minutes, I was able to at least get some steel here, some tin, some amazing brass right there. This was obviously the money maker for sure. Some cast aluminum, as well as the lid here. This was definitely the money maker as well. Sometimes, if you hit this, it will come off. You can see it is loose. I probably could. There's probably one bolt on the end here, but it is pretty full of gunk, so I don't want to do it right now. But you can see, oh, maybe I can. Wait, there's a little bit of hitting. I can get part of it off. Maybe a little, just reefing it. But sometimes it will happen, sometimes it won't. Depends on how corroded those bolts are. But if you can get both of those, awesome. This too, later I am going to take this off, because I said this is good stainless steel. So the rule is, put a magnet to it. If the magnet does not stick, it's going to be worth stainless steel price at 77 cents a pound. If the magnet sticks, it's going to be the same price as tin. Hopefully that was informative. Again, quick video, but definitely hoping that next time you see a barbecue, because you will see them often right now, as well as early spring, you think twice about passing it up. Some great goodies on this. If you are interested in the 3-minute challenge on washing machines, dryers, dishwashers, I will also upload the links of those underneath the description. So I will also put the final totals or weights for all of this. But again, barbecues are something you don't want to pass up, and they are definitely going to be good scrap value. So hope you enjoyed the video. Please comment down below, like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Tin Man out.